the Alabama Crimson Tide have about as good a case to be made as WRU as any team across college football. Over the years, the Crimson Tide has seen a countless number of talented pass catchers play for the program, a list that includes a former Heisman Trophy winner and numerous All-America selections, among additional honors. Also on this list were multiple names whose seasons looking back now were some of the best Alabama has ever seen at the position, many of which came during the Nick Saban era over the last decade plus. Here is every Alabama wide receiver to surpass the 1,000-yard mark in a single season, as well as what that special year included. The very first Alabama wideout to surpass the 1,000-yard receiving mark in a season was Palmer, who did so for the Crimson Tide during his senior campaign back in 1993. Finishing third in Heisman voting that season, Alabama's do-it-all star led the SEC with 1,062 receiving yards and 7 touchdowns on 66 receptions. At the time, Jones' 2010 junior season was likely the best Alabama had ever seen at the wide receiver position. The top target for quarterback Greg McElroy, Jones had 1,133 yards and 7 touchdowns on 78 receptions during his final season at Alabama. Cooper surpassed the 1,000-yard mark twice at Alabama, the first of which came during a stellar freshman season where he had 1,000 yards exactly, along with 11 touchdowns and 59 catches, for the Crimson Tide's 2012 national title winning team. The wideout also went on to finish third in Heisman voting as a junior in 2014 by leading the SEC with 1,727 yards and 16 touchdowns, as well as college football with 124 receptions. Speaking of stellar freshman seasons, Ridley's 2015 campaign was certainly memorable for an Alabama team that won the national championship. Ridley led the SEC that year with 89 receptions, which he turned into 1,045 yards and 7 touchdowns. Alabama's most recent 1,000-yard receiving season came back in 2021, when a pair of Crimson Tide wideouts did so with quarterback Bryce Young, the first of which was Mechie. Mechie ended the season with 96 catches for 1,142 yards and 8 touchdowns. The second of those two during the 2021 season was Williams, who was Alabama's leading receiver in yardage that fall. Williams was truly sensational during his lone season in Tuscaloosa by leading the SEC with 1,572 yards and 15 touchdowns, doing so on 79 receptions. This article originally appeared on Roll Tide Wire, every Alabama football wide receiver to record 1,000-yard season.